Very good afternoon to you. Thank you for joining us here at the Suez Canal Stadium in Ismailia, Egypt. It's the Total Energies CAF Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations, Egypt 2025, Zambia, Tanzania, and a battle of East African nations. And it's going to be an entertaining showdown for this Group A battle here, because both teams need to win. Zambia very keen to try and replicate what they managed to do in 2017, and Tanzania, well, just keen to get themselves into the knockout stages for the first time. It will be fantastic for them, of course, and the Ngorongo Oro boys are looking very ready for this. But the Zambian team off the bus and straight into song. Well, of course, Zambia, coached by Mulwanda Boyd, they will be keen to get themselves their first win. It's the first time that Zambia have opened the tournament with 2 goalless draws, and first time they failed to score in opening matches at the finals. They come up against Tanzania, who haven't managed to get themselves the right results in their 2 opening encounters. A 1-0 loss to South Africa and a 1-0 loss to the top team who've already qualified on their debut, Sierra Leone, with the same scoreline. But they're going to be keen to get the right result here today. Managed to win the CAF Under-20 Championship in 1971, 2019, runners-up in 75, 95 and 2020. And they didn't manage to get out of the group stage in 2021 in Mauritania, but today they're keen. They want to get the right results. Very important moment for them, because if they get 3 points from this, then they will manage to climb up the table. Zambia, well, they'll still have work to do, but they've got 2 points, and Tanzania with 0 points. But there's still so much football to be played in this competition, which of course is 4 teams that will qualify for Chile FIFA Under-20 World Cup in September.
For those who love it, those who support it, and those who play it, Orange is here. Orange, proud sponsor of African football.
Here, we're known for our sense of service. It's all about finding ways to support you. Day after day, doing everything we can to be useful and providing energy in all its forms. Everywhere, every time, all across the continent.
Well, the stage set and everybody's ready for this one, and well, Zambia really do need to get themselves the right result. In 2023, they drew 1-1 and lost 2-1 against Gambia. 2 winless in the last 5 games in the finals. They've drawn 3 and they've lost 2. And the last win was in the final in 2017 against Senegal. The 2 teams coming out with Junior Chipolopolo, of course, on the left-hand side of your screens, with the Ngorongoro boys of Tanzania playing, of course, in blue and yellow. First of 2 games today, of course, in Group A. We've got South Africa up against Sierra Leone. The later game, which will define what will happen. The top 2 teams from the 3 groups will qualify. We've got 3 groups. Group A with 5 teams, Group B and C with 4. So the top 2 from each, and then the 2 best 3rd placed teams out of the 3 groups will also go through. Quarterfinals directly after that, of course, from the scenario. Time for the 2 national anthems.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem. nation with and blessed by God's good hand. Let us all people join us one, brothers under the sun. Oh, one strong and free. One Zambia, one nation is our pride. Dignity and peace, Zambia's side. Black and nobody, body, try. Zambia, peace. Oh, one strong and free. Praise be to praise be, praise be, praise be. Praise our greatness in Zambia, Zambia, Zambia. Free when we stand under the flag of our land, Zambia. Praise to thee, O one, strong and free. Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
Now time for national anthem of Tanzania.
Ibariki Afrika, ibariki Afrika, tubariki watoto wa Afrika. Mungu ibariki Tanzania, dumisha uhuru na umoja wake kwa waume na watoto. Ibariki Tanzania na watu wake. Ibariki Tanzania, ibariki Tanzania, tubariki all the best, all the best, all the best, all the best, all the best.
Ready to get down to action. Zambia coached by Mulwanda Boyd. Tanzania coached by Hemed Suleiman. Let's take a look at the Zambian side. 20-year-old Zesco United goalkeeper Banda. At the back, we've got 17-year-old Hamen Senya with Happy Nsiku of Red Arrows, Boyoya Whitson. In the midfield, Sumu Konda of Zesco United, Chilamina, Green Buffaloes midfielder, Bemba and Pascal Ferry. On the left-hand side, Sabobu, who actually plays for FC Zurich. Fine player indeed, and a captain for Zambia, the junior Chipolopolo today, with Mandanji of Kafue Celtic FC, and lots of fine players on the bench who will be itching to come out and make their mark in this encounter, which is going to be a very important one for Zambia against Tanzania. Have played against teams from Southeastern Africa before. Match officials is Akleso Ganama of Togo and Ahmed Jouyui of Tunisia and Khalidou Ba of Mauritania. And Hitem Guirat, Nabil Boukalfa are the VAR referees today, both from North Africa, as you can see. Hot conditions, blustery up here, of course. And Tanzania with Mpemba, the goalkeeper. And 4 in the back with Quebeco, Vedastus, little 19-year-old Lawi who plays for Coastal Union, and Ismail with Kiswani of Azam FC, Pepino, leader on the left-hand side, Bakari on the right, the Coastal Union player. Valentino plays for Simba SC, and of course finalists in this year's CAF Confederations Cup. Shikani will be a key player as well. Kamis wearing the number 10 on his back today. First time they've started the competition and lost both games and not scored. Mandanji gets the ball rolling here for Zambia, playing in orange, of course, and from left to right. I think some fabulous football in this competition already. Hopefully that will spill into today's encounters. Long ball over the shot, great opportunity for a shot, and nearly an opening goal there, scored by Chilimani. Chilimani, he was in the right position at the right time. And the green Buffalo's man. First touch was great, second one, well, he just needed to control it and shoot and get the shot on goal, and Zambia would be off to a flying start. Ball goes back to Banda. Picked up in the midfield. Good work from Simukonda, down to the left-hand side again. Chilamina working his magic. He tries to sneak past Quebeco, gets his crossover. Nice touch there, wonderfully set up, and the shot has been driven in there. And he's down on the ground there, Mandanji, who, after just laying off that ball, that was sensational. But a good stop there from Mbembu, the goalkeeper for Tanzania. It was a little bit late on Ilya Mandanji, the moment that he just set that ball up for the shot. And we'll get to see this again. Gets away from his marker. Wonderful little touch. And there's the shot coming in from Simukonda. Could have done better with the shot, but low into the corner would have been a better situation. Goalkeeper given the ball back after the game was stopped because of that little injury there. Mukonda goes down into the corner. It's hit a little bit too hard for Pascal Ferry, the Zesco United winger. He's a great player, great touch, lots of and he'll love to get those passes constantly throughout this game. But they managed to win it in 2017. That's a good through ball as well. There's a little bit of contact, but and the block that was made just by Ismail there, the left back. And there it was, the push in the back. Just playing the advantage with Sabubu in possession. Now it's up to Mpembu to organize his defense at the back. Well, the big guys coming up as well. Hamen Senya, the 17-year-old, plays for Sidi Leganes, the 19s team in Spain. And a long-range shot that's going to be driven straight towards goal, and it's gone over, but from the captain, Joseph Sebobu. Mwanda Boyd, the Zambia team coach. Ismail Lawi, sorry, kicks the ball deep up into enemy territory. Trying to hold things down and calm it down a bit before they launch an attack. It's a good interception there from Ismail, just getting in there. Make sure that that didn't go anywhere near a Zambian player. Whitson Banda will take this, the Napsa Stars player, into the penalty box. Danger dealt with there by Lawi and Vedastus. Free kick for Tanzania. Valentino. We'll always attract a lot of attention, the 19-year-old, the former Gator Gold player. He's burly, he's big, he's got great control, and well, he really wants to prove that he can score goals as well on this big stage. Tanzania know that they have to get the right results. Picked up by Bakari, ball goes out to the right-hand side, Kibeku picks it up. Into the midfield. Kiswania back to Kibeku. It's a good ball right through to the middle. And half decent cross as well. They found space. Can they get the shot in? There's the shot. It's been blocked there by Nsiku. And Tanzania getting possession back. Stretching out to the left-hand side this time. That's a great challenge from Whitson. Taken quickly and moving quickly, Kiswania. There's the high ball over the top. Flag stays down, there's no offside. And ball given back to Kibeku. They move forward once again. That's a nice ball, nice 1-2. There's the delivery into the penalty box, headed away by Nsiku. Kind of, but not. And finally it goes out of play. It's going to be a corner. Whitson getting in the way. Reinforcements coming up from the Tanzanian defence as the corner's delivered at the far post, taken well by Banda. And look how quick they get the ball moving. An opportunity. The touch wasn't perfect, otherwise they could have launched something quickly. Long ball sent deep, and again too far for anybody really to get anywhere near that, including that man Ilya Mandanji, who's shaken himself down and moved on from that small injury he picked up. There's Hamid Suleiman, Tanzanian coach, who's trying to work his magic with this team. Zambia on the attack. Got to be careful not to foul. Long range shot. It's a bullet shot there from Sabobo, the captain. And Boyd will be happy with that when he sees what the work that they're doing down the left-hand side, and Sabobo not just using that left flank but also cutting inside. It's always what you want from a left winger. You've got to, especially if you can play with both feet, do have the opportunity of just cutting inside and going on a wander and causing problems for the right back and the central defenders. It's also about the work off the ball as well. Lawi, born in Arusha, 19 years of age, playing for Coastal Union. Pembu. Herman Senya. He's 5'10", the left back, and already based in Spain at 17 years of age, just trying to find his mark. Two players who play abroad, and are trying to carve out their career. Good work from Tanzania pushing forward. And the ball comes to the right-hand side with Bakari. Lovely ball down there to the edge of the penalty box. Couldn't get a really decent crossover. And it's dealt with by Haman Senya. Kiswania. Ismail. Just using Lowy. Over to Vedastris. Kibeku on the right-hand side. Looking for options to push the ball forward. Haven't really seen too much of Shekani just yet, the young Africans player. Kamis is the name on his shirt. Signed from JKU to Young Africans. Ismail trying to send the ball forward towards Valentino. And Ismail has been fouled, taken quickly by Kiswania. Into the midfield, here's Ahmed Pepino. Good ball over to the right-hand side. Just showed a little bit too much of the ball from control. Then Zambia will take over this and move forward. See how quick they can react. Lots of players coming out, long ball coming over, taken well by, well, taken by Mbembu. Not that well, came out of his hands, but it's a good stabbed long ball through to try and pick out Valentino. Clearance not brilliant, but it's been collected by Simukonda this time of Zesco United to the right-hand side. And a loss of possession once again is Bakari. Kiswania, good interception, good running back there. Lacking a bit of accuracy with these through balls in the midfield. That's good racing back, there's nothing wrong with that. Mandanji this time showing too much. Kiswania gets the ball out right. Kibako in the defensive back four. Happy to use the width of the pitch and prepare themselves for an attack, but not looking very stressed at all, looking very comfortable at the moment, Tanzania. They did play out, got 1 point from the game in their lasting participation. They took part, of course, in the last edition in Mauritania. Didn't get out of the group, but they did play a 1-1 draw with Gambia in Nouadhibou. With Novartis Dismas scoring the only goal in their campaign. Otherwise, they lost 3-0 to Morocco and a 4-0 loss against Tanzania. Finished bottom of Group C. But a good draw against Gambia, who finished in 3rd place. Wonderful football being played by them. Uganda with the runners-up. Wonderful crop of players. Derek Kakuza. With his 5 goals, of course. Looking very strong for Uganda. Ghana and Abdul Fataru were very much in a class of their own, of course. And Abdul Fataru with a fine career that saw him go and play for Sporting and then joining Leicester City, of course, in 2023. Just to give you an idea of, you know, where these players go when they shine on the big stage in Africa. Nicely done, good work That's powerful play, wonderful running from Sabubu. And still in possession. Danji with a shot! It's magnificent from Mandanji. And you can see that Pembu, he didn't have much space, but he managed to blast that rocket shot towards goal. And Pembu there, coming to the rescue. Let's have a look at this again. It's wonderful battling, it just fell okay. Look at that, that was going in. One little touch before that right drive there. And a corner that's been won. There's a delivery, far post. Looks like it's going to be a corner. Did think that Vedastus got a touch on that. Under pressure from Mandanji, who's very eager to get Zambia's first goal. In front of these fans who are here at the Suez Canal Stadium in Ismaili. One of the stadiums that was used in the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations. And of course, well, last edition that took place on Egyptian soil. Good opportunity. There's a drive coming through, but way off target. Goes out for a throw-in. And a warning there coming from the referee from Togo, Kleso Namo. We're throwing for Zambia. Well, the attempted through ball there to pick out Fury. Unsuccessful. Tanzania launch an attack. It's not bad at all. Good protection of the ball, but just a little bit dispossessed. Too many Zambian players. It will go out. They'll get possession back though through this man Bakari, capable of switching sides. And Ismail goes down the line. And Whitson getting tangled up with Valentino. The ball is eventually cleared. They want to move this quickly. Picked up again by Ferry. High ball over the left-hand side. There's the shot. It wasn't a bad effort. And the idea was really good. You can see what they were trying to do. Joseph Sabobu all on his own. He can score goals, but didn't really connect the way that he wanted to get that fine volley hit towards Mpembu. Well, that was the previous shot from Mandanji. Great save from Mpembu. Mandanji getting the ball out to Pascal Fury. Going to take on Ismail. No, he's going to use Whitson. Whitson gets the ball over. Cleared, but picked up again by Fury. He's running out of space. Well, that's a very firm challenge there. A little bit strong, according to the referee. And Ismail will be told to just cool it down. Yeah, the two-footed challenge like that can be so nasty, can't it? Whitson jumping up at the right time, otherwise, well, he would have had tram lines down his ankle, I think. I'm trying to avoid those kind of challenges. Last warning for Ismail. They've had a little bit of a tussle down that left side. There's no doubt about it. Let's see where this free kick takes us in the 20th minute. Happy Siku comes up, the 20-year-old Red Arrows player. Herman Senior up there as well, of course. Is the delivery coming in? Oh, it's not got past the edge of the penalty box from Simukonda. Counter-attack, but lacking accuracy with the passing. 44.5% possession to 55, so Tanzania doing well, winning the ball back, and they're fighting for absolutely every scrap. The scoring chances a little bit better for Zambia at the moment. Must admit, Leveson Banda hasn't really been mentioned too much in the commentary since the start of the game, so, but Mpembu has. Gives you an idea of where the hot spots are on the pitch. 20 minutes in, and goalless here. Doesn't really serve anybody's purpose. Goalless a point each. You really got to go for wins. Here's Mandanji. Mandanji with the right foot. Wow, that was struck straight at the goal, the defender Vedastus. And two players down, including Kiswanya, the Azam FC player. Clutching his left ankle. Oh, that was the contact that was made. We've already seen a fabulous AFCON taking place this year with the under-17 men's competition and a dramatic penalty shootout win over Mali. And it was a fabulous competition as well that took place, and so many rising stars coming out of that competition. Uzan, the Moroccan, named the best player. Tanzania on the attack and into the penalty area. Dealt with very well, but the clearance wasn't good. That's going to be a free kick. A little bit of a shove there by Sabubu, the captain, just to bring down Shikani. And that will give Tanzania a golden opportunity to just put pressure on Leveson Banda. There it is. He's a burly winger, the FC Zurich player. And he's obviously going in a little bit too hard, right underneath the referee's nose. We also had the women's futsal AFCON title, and again Morocco. Both those competitions on Moroccan soil. And an AFCON for the senior men taking place at the end of the year, which is going to be off the charts. You have to watch, you have to zoom in on all of these competitions. Some fabulous football being played. Here's the Tanzanian free kick that's going to be taken. The shot goes in! Great save there coming from Leveson Banda, and it was drilled in beautifully. I'm able to find that goal midway through the first half, but an opportunity. Shikani struck directly at the Zesco United goalkeeper, which made life a little bit easier. They get the ball once again in the midfield. It's laid off to the right-hand side. Here is Valentino trying to find someone. He does have support there on the right-hand side. That's great running, but just getting in the way. And that will be a free kick. But the Tanzanian player down on the ground. And maybe just a foot on the ankle accidentally. With Suleiman. Well, this is the shot that came in there from Sheikani. Thunderous left-footed shots going into the corner, but it was well met by Leveson Banda. Just saw it coming. And Coach Mulwanda Boyd frustrated that they got themselves into that position in the first place, but happy that Banda managed to keep that out. Ahmed Suleiman will have wanted to see that find the back of the net. And of course Tanzania, the women's futsal team, getting themselves into the final and losing in that last minute drama-laced final. And of course the first ever FIFA Women's Futsal World Cup taking place in the Philippines at the end of the year. Zambia with 7 shots, Tanzania with 2. All eyes on Chile at them following this competition. They just know that if they can get themselves through, there's Mandanji. It's a wonderful through ball there, but read well by Ismail and co at the back. Wilson's going in hard again. Foul being committed on Bakari. Simu, the Coastal Union player, 17 years of age. A few 17-year-olds, Hammond Senia being one of them, the left back for Zambia, and Bakari, the winger. Sent out by Lawi into enemy territory. Good defensive header there coming from Lawi. Whitson Banda. Lots of quality players have come through this competition from the continent. One of Zambia's own, a little touch there just to keep it away from the Tanzanian midfield. Great challenge there coming in from Vedastus. But Patson Daka being one of them. He played in this competition. Taiwo Awoniyi of Nigeria, 5-time winners, most successful nation, 7-time winners, sorry. With Ghana and Egypt just behind them with 4 each. And Kripin Diatta and Lamine Camara, both of Monaco in Ligue 1 and Senegal, of course. The team who managed to win the last edition in Mauritania. It's a good opportunity that was set up sensationally, and well, it was a sweeping shot that came across, but just not on target. But you can see that Valentino is hungry and putting himself in a good position. Last edition in 2023 for Senegal, of course, but yeah, that was a great moment, that was, and you can see that there's danger. Tanzania pushing forward. They are very, very eager to get themselves goals. As I said, the last goal that they managed to score was in the group stage against Gambia in 2021 in Mauritania. Opportunity knocks once again on the edge of the penalty box, but that shot there from Valentino miscued and goes wide. Bakari, sorry, and just coming across and meeting any kind of a pass or just a loose ball in front of the penalty box, you've got to take shots on goal. You know, it's a proven fact that percentage-wise, one's going to go in at one point. That's a good ball into the penalty area. The defensive dealings at the back from Boyoyo and Siku. Top quality for Zambia. But they go again, and it's been picked up down the left side. Well, he's very dangerous, Ismail, dancing off down that left side. He gets clobbered, and he's on the ground as we approach the 30-minute mark. In this group, we have Sierra Leone, who are on 7 points and very much in control of this group because they've already qualified. And that just gives you an idea of how they've been playing their football, and they've been sensational. They started off with a goalless draw against Zambia at this very same Suez Canal Stadium in Ismailia, and then they managed to, listen to this, beat Egypt 4-1. And there's a player who stands out from the crowd, Momo Camara, scoring 3 goals. He was 3 goals in qualification as well, just to give you an idea. So he's already a top scorer in qualifying from a WAFU A qualifying tournament to send Sierra Leone into this competition. And now he finds himself with 3 goals and scoring sensationally. That was the decent ball that came across, and a little bit of frustration because, well, you need to get it on target. They have a free kick following that foul on Ismail. That leaves them with a chance to just send the right ball over into the penalty box and try and find a teammate. Vedastas has come up. Let's see where this goes. Right-footed into the penalty box it goes. Who's going to get their heads on it? Well, it's been dealt with perfectly there by Hamin Senya. And up towards Simukonda. Dispossessed. Tanzania get the ball again. Didn't really know where he was going to pass to. But there's so many players in the midfield that you need to try and find some kind of a solution. Bakari working really well with Valentino. There's the ball over from Ismail. High ball once again. Not the right pass. Frustration coming from Kibeku. And they just give Zambia possession back. Egypt opening their accounts at the Cairo International Stadium with a 1-0 win over South Africa, with El Haddad scoring, and then South Africa hitting back with a 1-0 win over Tanzania, with April scoring in the 28th minute. It was that 4-1 victory. There's a yellow card being given there for that challenge. And it's Ilya Mandanji, the centre forward, who picks that up. That right hand on the shoulder, and then the follow through with the left foot. Of course, you've got to really try and avoid treading on anybody. Of course, I mean, it can be so painful, and you know, it's not fair play, is it? So Ilya Mandanji picking up a yellow card, not for the hand, but more so for the left foot. And a free kick going against Zambia. Giving away free kicks around the penalty area is, well, it's not something that they really want to see too often. Offering Tanzania free kicks in good positions. Remember the temperatures here, it's about 30 degrees. And of course, the heat can affect your body as well, but on that occasion, there you go. I think he's got the numbers right. I think he's going to be good to go. Ibeku back in action, ready to send this free kick with that right foot of his towards the front men. Valentino, Shikani, these are the guys who can score goals. Kiswania doesn't get past the front line of defense for the junior Chipolopolo. It's a long ball. There's a chance for them to try and get it somewhere near. Vedastas comes to the rescue. He's a big, lanky centre-back, difficult to deal with. So if he misses out on a bounce, he can still recover with those long legs of his. Good work from Sabobu. He's on the right-hand side this time. They do like to switch their wingers. Now free kick going against Tanzania. Captain Lawi has been told to just cool it down. I mean, it's physical. This is a battle between two East African nations. There was the challenge there, just coming through and making contact from behind on Philemon Chilamina. And the offside flag went up, as you can see there. Nice delicate touch there from Pipino. Ball goes back up into towards the penalty box, and Tanzania laying on the pressure here and looking very dangerous. There's a decent ball that's been brought back, and you've got to get your shot on target. That was superbly done, though. Well worked. Go down towards the byline, pull it back rather than get the crossover and try and get the shot in. Lida Hija doing some fine work in that phase of play, but the shot not on target. Seven fouls to 6. Zambia have scored 6 goals in this competition in their history, conceded 7. Fury on the left-hand side. Talk about switching lanes, switching flanks. Sababu is on the right-hand side, as I mentioned. Always good to do. You see that with a lot of teams. Just means the defensive adjustment. That's great work. Still keeping the ball. Haman Senya goes down. I wonder if that's going to be Zambia who get possession, whether or not it's going to be a free kick. Or just a throw-in. Shikani, just a throw-in it is. There you go, he's 17 years of age. Look, and he's big, burly teenager. And just got to be really smart. That wasn't an ideal scenario. Good attacking phase. They've got a deep ball with a throw-in, but just look, marginally offside, but enough for the linesman to raise his flag. Ahmed Dioui of Tunisia running the lines along with Kalidouba of Mauritania. Well, the battle of the midfield is where it's all happening. That's a great bit of running. That's Shoda. Oh, that's a nasty challenge, and that will be a free kick. And He's gone down quite hard, hasn't he, Hammond Senya, with that challenge. He did lunge. It looked like he was, the ball was running away from him. So just have a look at this again. It's the follow-through that I think that the referee didn't like, because Hammond Senya had lost that ball basically, and that was the clearance. Look at that right foot. He brings the right foot and sort of, you know, goes and follows through, and there's not really a place for that. Lowy was the player who lashed out, kind of. But Hammond Senya, so that could have been, it could have gone the other way. But with just over 5 minutes left to play. There you go, the officials of the Tanzanian team, of course, you know, just expressing their thoughts on that scenario. In any case, 5 minutes to go here at the Suez Canal Stadium, and we have no goals scored, but we definitely have a high-octane encounter, and there are shots coming in. There's both teams eager to score. Good attacking game, and it will surely open up the moment that a goal goes in. But who's going to score first? The Junior Chipolopolo with Joseph Sabobu, captain of this team. Signed up, joined FC Zurich on a 4-year contract last June. Then played for Red Arrows, Quasi, etc. Here we go. Let's see where this goes. It's a shot that's gone in, and it's a wasted effort, really. Driven without too much velocity, wide of the target. Not spooking the goalkeeper, Mpembu. Anthony Remy Mpemba. Knocked off his feet by Valentino. And Whitson will take the throw in. Goes deep. Complicated for Philemon Chilamina, just cornered down there on the right side. Has been given away by Hammond Senya. We got 3 minutes left to play in this first half. Still no goals scored here between Junior Chipolopolo and Ngorongoro boys on the attack once again. That's a decent ball at the far post. Well, you need to get your head on that and put it on target. But Shikani will be frustrated because that was there for the taking. And he's good with his head, but he didn't manage to just break that deadlock and get them the goal that they've been seeking, because 2 straight defeats. He was high, swooping in on that above Whitson, had the advantage. It was all about angles and direction, and the force naturally would have given Levison Banda a hard time. Missed opportunity there for Tanzania. Decent through ball, good work here from Tanzania, but dispossessed on that far side. And Hija will be frustrated. They pick up possession. He's been coasting down that left side, Hammond Senya. And this is Fury this time, picking the ball up and trying to go on one of his runs. Work in the middle with Hija getting involved, but ball just goes out of play. Unable to just glue together those passes and create the intricate patchwork that we know that they most definitely can create. Ismail back to his captain, Lowy. Good organised defence from Zambia still. from Tanzania into the last minutes. But there's a player down, and the referee has stopped the game. Timukonda. Well, that was the moment. Outstretched leg, and then he gets, as the player fall on top of him, and then losing possession. Just been in the wars in that phase of play. Imagine nothing the magic spray can't sort out. Come on. And we'll get to see there's a couple of 4 minutes of added time. These young Zambian players will be very keen to do exactly what the seniors did back in 2012. What a fabulous AFCON that was, with Chipolopolo beating Ivory Coast. I mean, a penalty shootout, but it's just them winning, you know, under coach Hervé Renard, of course, with Rainford Kalaba, Nathan Sinkala, and Chancer, and Kennedy Muini, and Miambe Molenga. All of these fabulous players. Totally such a deserved victory and fairy tale for the Chipolopolo, of course. The Copper Bullets. Played at Libreville, of course, just kilometers away from where the 1993 Zambia national football team perished. 18 players lost their lives, of course, in that airplane crash. So that was very fitting, but everybody wants to play for the national team. They just show grit, and they really do, you know, play some fabulous football when they get it right. But Tanzania are putting up a wonderful fight to try and get themselves the goals that they're after, to try and get 3 points and lift them off the bottom of the table. Haven't managed to get any points so far. The 2 losses against South Africa and Sierra Leone have really made it quite complicated for them as they play their last games. And I'm talking about this game here, and then in 3 days' time, Tanzania will be taking on Egypt, which is not going to be easy. You get 3 points from this, you throw your hat in the ring, because South Africa, Zambia also going to be a tough one. But as it stands, Sierra Leone with the 7 points already qualified. The second place is still up for grabs in the possible knockout stage, 3rd best place, which is still very much in the eyes of the 4 teams chasing qualification. Not a great shot there from Chilimina. Good control, nicely done by Mandanji. We're at 1 more minute to play with Tanzania in possession and trying to find a way forward. But it's been a field battle. Chilimina fouls. Pipino gets the ball rolling. One last chance, Ismail with a throw-in for Tanzania. That's great work to get the ball down to the left-hand side if they can find a chance to get the ball over Shikani. One last chance, maybe. Ismail. Into the penalty area. That's nicely done. They'll get the chance to maybe get the corner. Referee Mr. Akleso Namo of Togo. Allow this to happen. Sent over by Ahmed Pipino. Left foot into the penalty box. Will we see a goal? Another high ball coming over, not bad at all, and there's a challenge, it's taken, it's gone over the top, and that's the end of the half. A little bit of drama to just wrap up the first 45 minutes. Not yet the end of the half. I thought it was, but obviously not. And foul committed, though we got past the 4-minute mark. I think that might be the whistle blow that I was talking about. There we have it, finally. Seconds later, we get the end of the half. Zambia, Tanzania, all square here at the Suez Canal Stadium, here in Group A of the Total Energies Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations. 25 Egypt, entertainment galore, no goals. I'm sure they will come in the second half. Lots to think about, lots to work on, and lots to organise going into the second half. Both teams need to win to have realistic chances of qualifying for the quarterfinals. 8 teams qualify for the quarterfinals, of course, and then the top 4 teams, the semi-finalists, will all be going to Chile to the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in September. But first of all, getting out of the group is priority, and then you've got to win 1 more. If you can win 2 more after that, then you will be crowned the champions of Africa in this Under-20s competition. Possession-wise, Tanzania playing well, using the ball, winning it in the midfield and pushing forward. Shot tally, only 1 separates, but 3 on target for Zambia, just the 1 for Tanzania. And passing accuracy, high levels for Tanzania, a couple of corners each. Goalless after 45. Tanzania already eclipsed the 7 goals that they had taken in 2 games, with 8 already in this 3rd outing against Zambia. Exactly what Ahmed Suleiman said in the pre-match interview. We gotta shoot, we gotta score goals. They're definitely shooting, now they gotta score the goals. Take a break, back for the second half very soon. Let's take a look at the highlights from the first half between Zambia and Tanzania in this Total Energies Under-20 AFCON 2025 Egypt competition. It's Group A, and Zambia with 2 points, and looking to try and get their first win. Tanzania 2 losses. Well, you've got to take shots from the outside. Sabobu, the captain, unleashing that shot from long range, but dealt with very well by Mpemba. And good hassling. And the ball falls to Ilya Mandanji, and the Kafu Celtic FC player with a fine thunderous drive that's just tipped over the bar by Mpemba, who comes to the rescue once again. opportunity here for Tanzania. Fabulous strike. It was going in, but Levison Banda came to the rescue to keep Shekani out. Another good opportunity here as they push forward. Valentino with a big strike, but it doesn't manage to hit the target. Sweeping cross coming over, and a wonderful opportunity once again with Shekani unable to get on the end of that and head it towards Levison Bandi. Welcome back to the Suez Canal Stadium here for Zambia, Tanzania. The officials just about ready to watch the players come back out onto the pitch. There we can see that man, Ahmed Pepino. The players are warming up. They're ready to go. Warming up in hot conditions here in northeastern Egypt, of course, and close to the Mediterranean Sea, the Suez Canal, of course, the world-famous Suez Canal. And, well, what's happened here so far? We've had 7 shots for Zambia, 8 for Tanzania. We don't have any goals scored in this Total Energies Under-20 AFCON group match 2025 in Egypt. And it doesn't really help anyone. Zambia in a better position because they've got 2 points already and trying to get their 3rd point. But if you're going to be chasing down one of those, the 2nd position or the best 3rd spot, then you really need to get yourself a victory, and you need to, you know, at least get a draw. I think that's the scenario. And I think that when you come up against two of the top teams in South Africa and Sierra Leone have already won games and drawn games, of course, they're in a better position. Sierra Leone already qualified with their 7 points. Tanzania looking to try and get themselves off the foot of Group A. 3 groups, top 2 from each 3, and the 2 best 3rd place teams will will comprise of the top 8 teams in the quarterfinals as we gear up for kickoff once again here in Ismailia in Egypt. And Mr. Klesognamo waiting for the match commissioner to give him the green light to go. All to play for here. And 3rd games being played between Zambia and Tanzania. You've got to get points. You've got to get the right results, of course, if you want to go through and push yourself into the knockout stages of this competition. Here we go. It's time to get the ball rolling, I believe. Tanzania, of course, playing in blue and yellow. But before we do, let's have a look at the changes that are being made. And I think Zambia is going to... Ilya Mandanji's going off. And we've got a couple of changes, in fact, that are actually 3 changes that are happening. And Mutali's coming on as well. And there we can see Chileshi, who's coming on, Frank Chileshi. And he will replace Sabobu. Oh, sorry, 17, that's Msimu's coming on for Bakari. And this is the change. It's Chilimino's gone off and Chileshu's coming on. Here we go. Let's get moving. There's the confirmation of Mandanji and Firi coming on to replace him. That's Bonifacio Firi. Right then, Zambia, Tanzania, 45 minutes to get goals. As the ball's picked up by Sabobu, I didn't think he would go off. I was looking at the wrong side. Bakari on the other side is the player who went off, and there's Firi being replaced by Mutali. So it is all about keep the defense where it is, bring on Chileshi. Mutali replaces Pascal Firi on the right-hand side. Work from Kibeku. Kizwania. Clearance by Mpemba.
Substitution Zambia. Player number 25, Flemish out. Player number 21, Frank.
There's the long ball. It's very dangerous. And playing with fire there, you needed to make sure that you get the ball to your players' feet. And Senya just getting there first. Here's Sabubu getting the ball and using one of his forward players. He's a strong guy, Fury. You want to watch out for him. Dangerous and also very skillful and big and strong. Chileshe playing for FC Lokomotiv Tbilisi in Georgia. Another foreign-based player. Sabobu trying to protect the ball, does really well, and there is a foul on him as he complains to the officials, more so to the player for that little bit of contact there, as he was trying to keep the ball away from that man Kiswania. Little nip at the ankle. That's Senya committing the foul. There you go. Wait for the whistle, please. Message coming from the Togolese referee. And a free kick. Hit high over into the penalty box. Will it come out and fall for anyone? Well, it's cleared by Simukonda. And that's going to run out of play. Utali doing the business at right back. I'm sure the referee, Mr. Kleso Namo, speaks numerous languages. Niue and Kabiye are the languages they speak in Togo, of course, but also French. So he's speaking English with these two teams, which is great. Just shows you how versatile the CAF officials are, doing a fabulous job across the continent, and switching from different countries that speak different languages. Never easy, but football speaks the same language, doesn't it? So the player will sooner understand what the officials are calling. 5 minutes into this first second half, and there's a chance for Tanzania. It's driven across, and the goalkeeper pounces on that loose ball under a lot of pressure from Valentino, who crashes into him, and he's, well, just in some pain there. What a brilliant ball that was, behind the last defender, in front of the goalkeeper. Valentino had a golden chance, golden opportunity to find the back of the net. Just have a look at this once again. It's fabulous work. Quebec's going to call for it, but it goes inside and then down to the right, just behind Lowy. And they just look across to each other and saying, how on earth did that happen? Excellent work from running from Quebec. And that was just perfect. Now, why he lunged with his left foot and not with his right, I don't know. You've got to go for the foot that's closest to the ball. I would logically go for that with my right, and then, you know, you would make contact with it first. That's the added value of being able to play the same way with both feet. And that's how young footballers are capable of becoming great players. Being able to do everything with all parts of their body, be able to head the ball, control it with the left if you're a right footer, and even strike it with just as much venom with what you call the bad foot as your right, and that's where you've got to be these days. The full skill set is required. There's a wonderful young players in this under-20 AFCON competition, there is no doubt about it. Not just Moma Kamara of Sierra Leone, but there's a whole list. There's a long high ball over the far post, taken well by the goalkeeper there, Banda. But the idea was the good one coming from Shikani. Jimmy Jr. is the dangerous player. Did start the last game. They pick up again in the midfield. That's a fabulous challenge. That Haman Senya, Happy and Siku partnership at the back is very strong indeed, but there's a card that's going to come out here. And Haman Senya is down on the ground. Valentino in the books. Yeah, it's quite nasty, isn't it? The left foot. And that hurts, you know. If you think about just, you know, the boots are the boots that everybody wears, you know, when you grow up, and it's leather, and it's plastic, of course, these days. But I tell you, studs that go over the top of there, that can be very, very painful. Strong clearance from Happy Nsiku into the midfield. And Zambia looking to try and construct from the midfield. Simukonda gets the ball out to the right-hand side. And Mbemba's there, that's a decent ball. It's gone a little bit too far, and otherwise that would have been good for Fury. For Subobu, thumbed up, and grateful for the idea. Behind the defense and racing through comes the captain, but just gone a little bit too far. You've got to produce those searching passes to try and break open the defensive back line. The holding there, it's going to be a free kick. Whitson. Holding it a little push there, come on, Jamie Jr. Into the penalty box it goes again. A little bit of contact, it's been held up, and good control and a decent shot, gets blocked by the defense, and a quick attack here. Now let's see what they can produce on the attack. Fury gets the ball out to Sabobu. Sabobu, the captain, teases. Where's he going to go? Tries to thread the ball through, but just doesn't find Fury. Bit of frustration. Quick transition here with Tanzania on the attack. He's got an overlap if he needs it, does get it. And nicely picked up by Shekani, gets a delivery over there, and it's cleared by Buyoya. And headed away in the midfield there by Simukonda. They pick the ball up once again. End-to-end action here at the Suez Canal Stadium. Here he is, Sabobu is the FC Zurich player, puts it on his right foot, goes down. No foul, no free kick, nothing, says the referee. And again, it's at the other end with Tanzania on the attack. And that's fabulous defensive work. And I think there's just run out of energy there, just on that Jamie Jr. Yeah, to cut the play and just to give himself the space to play that Mutale. Otherwise, you would have probably said, that's not bad. Got to be a little bit more sneakier if you're going to try and protect the ball, but that little push there was enough for the referee to say, sorry, that's not going to be your ball. Just going to have a look at a check and see if this is a free kick and whether or not there was something happening inside of the penalty box. So this is the check. It's contacts there on the foot. And Sabobu does go down. But it's all been cleared by the officials here at the Suez Canal Stadium for this Total Energies Under-20 AFCON competition. There's a ball coming over. It's cleared there by Haman Senya. Good work to get the ball out to the right-hand side. Shakani lofts one over into the penalty box. There's two of them queuing up. Communication breakdown, and that should have been directed towards the goal. I mean, Leverson Banda should have been diving into the corner, because those chances, they don't come very often. Hija was in a golden position, great position to try and get that goal. Maybe felt the pressure, I don't know, but in fact, didn't make bad contact, but not ideal. Great work, excellent work and a chance, but dispossessed once again. That's a very strong clearance there, but they go again. He's quick to get the ball moving, Sabobu. Here he goes down, they pick it up again, midfield, trying to work their magic. Simukonda knocked off the ball. Foot getting in the way as they clear it quite comfortably. There's an offside call, and it might be a substitution that's gonna happen now. And Hija goes off, and on will come Said. The shot, not a bad one with that left foot coming over from that right-hand side. A little bit too tame, really, for Mbemba to get concerned. That's a great ball to the right-hand side. Moving into position goes Shikani once again. Waits for a little bit of support. Into the middle, long-range shot. Driven from Ahmed Pepino, but it's high. Really not too concerning for Leverson Banda. Sierra Leone, South Africa is tonight. They've already qualified Sierra Leone for the quarterfinals. In which position, we'll have to wait and see, but they've got 7 points from 3 games. And South Africa can join them if they win today, depending on what happens here. This is an ideal scenario. Here's Shikani sets it up. A little bit too close. Simukunda spooked him. Picked up by Sabobu. Sabobu cuts through into the middle. Nicely worked from the FC Zurich player. Goes over to the left-hand side. Kami Jr. There's a chance. Can Fury get his shot in? And it gets blocked and goes out. Dangerous play there with that man, Bonifacio Fury. Set up sumptuously by Sabobu. Look at that from the athletic Lusaka player. There's everything right to deal with his defender, who still manages to stay strong. There's another chance here with Sabobu. And he drills his shots wide and far away from the target. Battle continues in the midfield. That's wonderful from Pepino over to the left-hand side. Ismail gets the delivery. It's met there, and a chance for a shot! It's just gone wide. And a glorious chance. And again, you can see that Jamie Jr. is deadly. But on that occasion, just a little bit wide of the target. It just fell for him. But just look at this move. Perfect there from Pepino. Gets the ball out to the left-hand side, and just look at this delivery. That is top quality. The header's been made. First time rocket shot, and the volley just wide of the target. Should have been buried. And Tanzania should have been 1-0 up. Zambia have themselves a free kick over on that far side. Chileshe, FC Lokomotiv Tbilisi. With that left foot of his, try and send it over into the penalty box. Have to have players moving into position. Simukonda's come up, Siku as well, and I'm sure that Hamensenia. This is it, Mutali will take it. Mutali. There it is, there's the delivery. Anyone there? That's a great save from the goalkeeper, Mbemba. Close range contact, danger galore. Boyoya with the header, but Tanzania on the attack. Control just letting him down. Shakani left frustrated. Let's just have a look at this again. It was whipped in perfectly. And even a bit of contact there would have been enough to just get the ball past the goalkeeper. That really was another very fine chance that was not exploited. Hot conditions, of course, northeastern Egypt at this time of the year. Not as hot as the summertime AFCON in 2019, to be honest with you. The junior Chipolopolo fans still hungry to see a goal scored. They haven't seen a goal scored yet. Tanzania haven't scored a goal yet in this AFCON. Kibeku stretched it off. And on will come this man here. Mosha. It looks like in a moment or two. Midway through the second half. just asked to go back a couple of meters. Well, we got the change that's happening now. Israelis come on. Long throw. You can see Senya. He's literally 5 lanes in. Running up to the line to get a long throw, and it's not bad at all. It's headed away, only as far as the captain there, Sabobu, gets knocked off his feet. They move forward, sweeping move once again. Little change of flank, a little slip that enables them to pick it up, especially this man Shikani. Shikani cuts inside, tries to get the overlapping pass down into the corner. It doesn't happen. Nice touch, wonderful touch over to the left-hand side. Watch out for Jamie Jr. He's a danger. Very dangerous player. There's a chance. It's been bobbled up. It's gone up in the air, and there's a chance for a volley. It's gone wide. And it'll be a goal kick. Just making his mark as soon as he's come on, Kachwili. Ismail sends it over, off the chest, off the head, and then smashed very hard wide of the target. Tanzania looking dangerous moving forward. More scoring opportunities now than Zambia. There's Kusingama who went off. Valentino. Kachwili comes on. And the Ngorongoro boys again move forward. They could move third with the win today. Zambia could move second if they get a win. This just gives you an idea of where we are. There's a good overlap. The ball comes across. It's a chance for a shot, and well, they don't latch onto it. It's just not fallen kindly for the Tanzanian frontmen. And Zambia moving forward. A little bit of confusion there with the two players kind of racing onto the same ball there. "20 minutes to go here. Suez Canal Stadium, Ismailia. Deep ball again, and a chance to get the ball over. It's a brilliant cross and a fantastic opportunity. If he can just move himself around, Jamie Jr.'s big and dangerous, puts it on his left foot, gets the shot in, deflection corner. And great work. So I think the Shikani Jamie Jr. combination with now Kachwili, who's come on. There's Quebec, replaced by Moshe, of course, at right back. We saw him get stretchered off. Moshe was keen to come on. Just sneaked on while things were at the other end. Here's the ball coming across. It's a crooked connection there, but still falls to young Chipolopolo. Captain wins possession back. Senya. Free kick. Throw in. Free kick for Zambia. Mulwanda Boyd will be eager to get themselves a little bit more pressure on this Tanzanian defence. It's happening quite a lot at their end. Not the way that they like it, but Zambia didn't make their last, didn't manage to play in the 2021 edition, of course. Good running down the right-hand side. Might have gone a little bit too far. It's going to be a goal kick there. And Mulenga will come on to this What a good, great opportunity for players to come on when it's all square and to become a hero. Zambia just picking up 1 point in the last edition of this competition in Group C. That was a 1-0 draw against Benin, 2-0 loss against Gambia, and then a 2-1 loss against Tunisia. Missed out on Mauritania 2 years before that. That's a good ball, that is. And Firi trying to get a shot. It's been followed up with another shot. Rasping drive coming in. And a great save there from the goalkeeper. It will be a corner. And look at that. That was just Mulenga's first touch. And how about that for a rasping drive? First one gets shot, gets blocked. He puts it on his left foot and forces that man, Pemba, to parry the ball away. Corner it is. Mutale will take this as Zambia go in search of that very elusive goal. Set up, put on his left foot. Chance for them to try and get the shot in. Well, that's just not the right ball, is it? And Whitson thought maybe there's going to be someone reading my mind. Well, it's not that transparent on that occasion. But the idea could have been good, and if that would have come off because someone did read what he was trying to do, then he would have been called a hero. But it's at the other end that they got to be concerned about now as the ball comes up. Mosha, substitute, getting him his first touches with just over 15 minutes remaining. Tanzania picking up the ball after following the header. It's got a right side as an opportunity for a shot that comes in. Does it come off the hand? It came off the head. And look at the Tanzanian players. And yellow card, you've just got to stay away and not complain and run into the referee. And that's the correct reaction there from the referee, Agleso Namo. You can't do that. Listen to your captain and stay away. Will be communicating with his staff. He's wired up, of course, and this will just give him a little bit of breathing space. Let's just have a look at this again. That is the ball that's sent in by Kachwele. It's so quick, isn't it? He's absolutely smashed to the ground. Happy Nsiku. Head off the hand, I don't know, it doesn't matter. The fact is the referee will be able to break that down. Kachwele picking up the yellow card, I think, for his swift response to what he thought was handball and potential penalty. He doesn't make that call. Well, there it is, Kachwele confirmation. Free kick. And quickly taken there, Firi trying to send the ball right through to try and pick out Mutale. And strong defensive prowess brings the ball to Sabubu. And there they go, the young Chipolopolos. He's trying to thread the ball through. That's a little slip. Subobu gets the ball back, needs to square it. It's not the right ball, he gets it back, chipped over the top, a chance for a shot. Can he get a shot in? It comes off a wall of blue and yellow, and it's Tanzania who just defend really well. Now they launch an attack here and a sweeping move once again. That is brilliant, brilliant defensive play. Look at this coming from this man, Nsiku. Can he get his ball across? And it comes off the knees of Vedastus and cleared once again. A little bit of excitement coming our way with this coast-to-coast action that's taking place here at the Suez Canal Stadium. A bit of drama with the thought that maybe there would be a reaction from the referee. And now we go back to the other end with Zambia, and this man, Haman Senya, the 17-year-old, with a long throw into the penalty box. There's a header that might go out for a corner. No, it's been kept in and drilled towards the halfway line. Haman Senya, he's had a very good game today, just present in every department, but also using that left flank. There's the long ball sent forward by Buyoya of Kafue Celtic FC, just like his teammates Ilya Mandanji. 77 minutes played and it's goalless here. Surely we're going to get goals. Zambia, Tanzania, excitement of, well, the thrill of pushing forward and trying to find someone with a chance to score will become paramount for these players. Not a good ball at all. You don't want to give the ball to this man, Sababu. He is very quick, very slick, and he's got a good opportunity to move forward. He's got a player on the right-hand side. Has it got a little bit too close to the defender? The answer is visually there for you, and the ball has been kept in play as they move forward themselves. Tanzania on the attack. Nice touch there from Kashwele. Tries to get past his man. He's big. He's a big guy. Still in play. It goes out of play, and he hits it into the net, and that's going to be a goal kick, I believe. Another change. Bemba goes off. And on will come Mbawale. Another forward. Well, that could have been something else. Head in hands moment there as he realized Chileshe that he should have made that pass. That was the through ball to Kachwele. Look how big and strong he is. Great vision to get past his man and go to the byline, dealing with Buyoya so simply. Didn't look like a massive effort at all. Into the hands of Banda. Group C, just to put you in the picture, the DR Congo on 4, Ghana on 4, Senegal on 1, Central African Republic on 1. Everything to play for. In Group B, Morocco on 4 points, Nigeria on 4 points, the 7-time winners, Tunisia 3 points, and Kenya on 0 points. Everything to play for. It's there's only one team that's qualified, having played 3 games out of the 4, and that is, of course, Sierra Leone. That will potentially change tonight, depending on what happens here. But this scoreline favors South Africa because they could potentially get 1 more point. Now they need to get another win, basically, to be in a comfortable position. So I'm not going to go down that path just yet. Corner it is. Ball coming in. It's pulled back in. Is he in offside position? I don't know if the linesman. No, there's no offside. It's been headed away by Whitson. But I think the flag has gone up finally. It's the reaction. Well, because there are 5 teams in this group, they play 5 games, of course. That's the scenario. That was a brilliant shot there coming through Melenga. What about the save? That was top-notch too. $15 shots for Zambia, 15 for Tanzania. Tanzania with 7 shots in their opening 2 games against South Africa and Sierra Leone. They've eclipsed that. They doubled it just in this one game and one on top as well. They still haven't found the goal, and puts a lot of pressure. Is Shikani getting in the way? Is that man Siku to the front post? Corner it is. Tanzania play Egypt in their final game. South Africa plays Zambia in their final game. Tonight, Sierra Leone, South Africa. Oh my word, there's the header. And the follow-up header is not on target, but it came off the crossbar. Wow, certain levels of concern. Look at that, he was actually beaten, Leverson Banda. And that follow-up header from Vedastus, well, it's a head in the hands moment, isn't it? Because it should have been on target. We've got 7 minutes to play. Good opportunity. Surely they're going to get a shot in on goal. It's Tanzania with the fantastic save from Leverson Banda, just to prevent them from getting the shot past the goalkeeper and opening up the scores here in the final minutes of this Group A encounter. Kachwele looking dangerous. Pass was perfect. Let's take a look at this again. Header came through, and look at that touch. He's onside and trying to get that shot in. Jamie Jr. unable to get it past the goalkeeper, Banda. That's a fantastic save. His only concern is that he stopped it in his midriff and seems to have taken the wind out of his sails. Jamie Jr. providing his team with that extra little level of attack up front. Leverson Banda's fine. Haman Sanya comes good and makes the clearance following the shot that was stopped by Leverson Banda. It's a throw-in. 5:30 left to play. Tanzania in possession. Tanzania in the penalty box. A chance for a shot here. And Kashwele tries to get the ball back. They try and find an option. Mosha's there, but unable to get their shot in. Again, winning possession back. Decent ball that comes over the top. There are players from Tanzania in all sorts of positions. Here's Pepino, gets the ball out to the left-hand side. Long-range shot coming through, takes a deflection off Jamie Jr., but taken well by Leverson Banda, who's down on the ground. And all good and ready to go again. Goalless still with in the last 5 minutes between the junior Chipolapolos of Zambia and Ngorongoro boys of Tanzania. Tanzania bottom of the table with 0 points, having lost their opening 2 in Group A against South Africa and Sierra Leone. Zambia 2 goalless draws against Sierra Leone and Egypt. Good ball over into the middle and out to the right-hand side. A chance for them. Well, it's good defensive play there coming. And long-range effort. And watch out, Sabobu. When he goes wandering down his left-hand side, they are dangerous. He's got options. He Manages to keep hold of the ball. A little threaded ball through doesn't happen once again. Dispossessed. Pepino gets the ball over into the middle. And Tanzania working dangerously over to this left-hand side. The big guys are working. Kashwele goes for a run. He tries to pick up the ball. That's brilliant vision, but he's still in possession. Siku came out and went seeking that man at Kashwele, the big man. There's the delivery. Far post, anybody on the end of it? Well, I think it might be a corner. It did finally come off Whitson, but excellent work there coming from Kashwele, who got on the end of it and prevented Leverson Brander to have to fly into the corner of his goal and try and keep that out. Here's the resulting corner. Front post, anybody there? Of course, Senya smashes the ball out into the billboards, and throw in again for Tanzania. Well, there's the referee just communicating with his officials. It's all good. We can play on it. Great work from Tanzania. And again, an attempted shot to just try and find its way through traffic is not very easy with all of the defenders back in position. No one wants to concede a goal, but it's so quick that, you know, they do go from one side to the other. It's been picked up on there by Mosha. Well, that's driven directly into the Zambian player who's come up, and there's Sabobu doing really well. Nicely done, and a pass. He goes down in the edge of the penalty box, and that's just outside. And he will get the free kick, knocked off his feet there. He's been outstanding, isn't he, the 19-year-old captain of this Zambian team. And Sabobu knocks the ball past. There's a little shove. Reading the situation very well. Ahmed Pepino is the culprit on that occasion, but it's just outside of the penalty box. And, a free kick will be taken here in the last minutes. Julia Chipolopolo. Captain Sabobu will take this. Where's this going to go? Sabobu with the right foot, sets it out, there's the shot! Oh, it just gets blocked by a defender, a Tanzanian defender, of course it will. And there's the high ball sent back over there, the towering defenders there for Tanzania. Over the left-hand side, they got options. He decides to go right, which maybe wasn't the right option. And Zambia pick up the pieces. Great work from Senya, who's been outstanding. And he's got that man Sabobu down that left side. Has been picked up here and taken forward by Ferry. Great tackle there. And very important tackle coming in from that man Lawi, the captain of this Tanzanian team. Otherwise, well, Junior Chipolopolo would have been coasting clear. Long throw once again. The big guys coming into the frame. 6 minutes of added time, as you can see. Ample time for a goal to be scored. Into the penalty box it goes. High ball and a chance for a shot. Anybody there? No overhead, no acrobatics. Too much traffic in the penalty box, but Tanzania counter is on the cards here. Two players to the left, they go to the right this side. As well, he's the big man. He's trying to find some space, trying to get his... Oh, he gets a touch on his left foot that takes the ball out of bounds and is frustrated with himself because, well, he couldn't get the ball across. Let's have a look at this again. Oh, that was the shot. The defensive players in position. Jamie Jr. was the player who blocked the shot that came in there from Chilesh. Again. Picked up, carried forward, Wale. And Mutale left frustrated, unable to control that as it goes out of play. Mwanda Boyd. They won in 2017. That's a while ago now. One win in the last edition. They want to get themselves back on track. Sorry, one draw in the last edition against Gambia. Oh, that's a nasty. Yeah, that was just not necessary from Mutale. Both teams know just how important it is to get 3 points from this. It will not favor the scenario for any of them if it finishes like this. It just means that Zambia will move up level with South Africa on 3 points, with Tanzania just on 1, still down in 5th position. Oosh, another bit of contact there that's left to Vedastus, hobbling and getting himself back up onto his feet. Sierra Leone, South Africa will fight tonight. Sierra Leone already qualified. South Africa looking to try and potentially qualify with a win, and they can because they played a game less than Egypt. So they can, no, they'll move to 6 points, so it's still not over. We'll go down to the wire. Tanzania. Well, that's just a through ball. It just looked like it was headed in the wrong direction. Picked up and taken forward. But strong defensive work there once again from Vedastus, just cutting out and clearing everything in such a prolific manner. That's excellent work. There's the touch. Great opportunity here, but a clearance has been made at the back. And you can see that Mpemba working well with Lowy as captain. They read each other perfectly. There's less than just over a minute to go now. Still in play. The cross comes over, dealt with again by the defense. The ball's over on the right-hand side. Oh, he's been knocked off his feet. Was he looking for that? That is the question. The referee carries on walking as Tanzania launch an attack, as they go in search of that elusive goal that's just evaded both teams last 30-odd seconds, unless the referee reacts to something that's been told in his ear, but he's saying to the players, carry on. Ismail bringing down Mutale, and you can see the reaction from the Zambian bench. Mutale still down on the ground. Thought that he got there first, thought that there was contact. The referee obviously has had to stop the game momentarily. But a 1-1 draw, as I said before, it doesn't help anybody, because Zambia and Tanzania will have played 3 games. Zambia will be on 3 points in 4th position, level with South Africa, who have a game in hand. Well, there might be a case here. And tonight, Sierra Leone will take on South Africa. The final clashes in 3 days' time. South Africa, Zambia, Tanzania, Egypt. The question is, does Mutale touch the ball first? Look at that right foot. It's the left foot, isn't it, that makes contact. And then he gets knocked over by Ismail. That's the question, and that's what's currently being discussed. We are going to a VAR check, drama guaranteed. And this could be the defining moment. Well, it will be the defining moment for Zambia. I mean, we have to see if it's a penalty first, but they're going to break this down and try and interpret the whole situation. And then it'll be up to the referee, the Togolese referee, Mr. Kleso Gnamo, to see whether or not that left foot touched the ball first from Mutale. And then Ismail bumped into him. And that's the interpretation. Ongoing conversations here. And a nervous time for all. Because we're 2.5 minutes over the 6 minutes of added time. So whatever his verdict will lead us to either a penalty or pretty much the end of this game, which means a goalless draw, 3rd for Zambia. Let's see what the referee's got to say. It is a penalty, and this gives the junior Chipolopolo one last chance to try and get a goal that would put them in pole position in this encounter after Tanzania put in a fabulous shift tonight. And it will be heartbreaking for Ngorongoro boys, but there it is. Got his left foot to that Mutale, but Ismail then took him out, and that was the reaction from Mulwanda Boyd and his staff and the subs on the bench. But now the decision's been made. It has to be finished off, and it is, of course, Joseph Sabobu Banda who's going to be taking this, the captain, the FC Zurich man, up against Mpemba. Can he be the hero? He's already had a 5-star performance in this encounter in Group A. This is for 3 points potentially for Zambia and a chance to move second. A little bit of pressure on the 19-year-old shoulders. Joseph Sabobu. Get the goal. A penalty at the death. A goal for Junior Chipolopolo that leaves Leverson, Banda and his teammates, well, just relieved. And a 1-0 scenario going into the final play of the game, potentially, against Tanzania. And there he is, 19 years of age, the captain, plays for FC Zurich, having joined in June 2024 on a 4-year contract, there until 2028, from Lusaka. Former Red Arrows player, played for Nkwazi as well. And this is extraordinary. had to wait until the 99th minute, I think, to see a ball go into the back of the net, and a few fans from the Zambian national team celebrating this, the winners in 2017, and Hamed Suleiman of Tanzania must be distraught and frustrated, having put in a solid performance. But look at this, right foot into the corner, despite the outstretched hands of that man, Mbemba, and that is a fine goal indeed. And there's the final whistle. Zambia take 3 points, 3 vital points. The campaign is well and truly alive for Tanzania. Well, it's not looking good. The final score here at the Suez Canal Stadium, Zambia 1, Tanzania 0. And of course, the man of the match, the captain, the FC Zurich man, put in a brilliant performance here today, racing down that left flank, working his wizardry. Joseph Sabobu Banda, the FC Zurich winger and captain of the junior Chipolopolo. Oh, now they get rid of all of those negative